Good morning, everyone. Bob here, and welcome to breathing exercises for seniors. Today's workout is going to focus on breathing. Whatever exercise you're doing, you're breathing, or you wouldn't be able to do the exercises or even move. And we're going to show you some exercises today that hopefully will be useful for you. And I want to address the breathing because a lot of times we just assume we're doing it right. And we go about exercising and we really don't think about the breath. Even though some of our instructors are telling us, don't forget to breathe, of course we're breathing. Don't hold your breath. Well, I don't think we're going to be holding our breath when we're exercising. So if you drew an imaginary line from one shoulder to the other and then down to your hips and across, you'd have your core. That's where your respiratory system is, your pulmonary system. Your cardiovascular system is in there, and your digestive system is in there. And of course, your vertebrae from at least the neck down to your low back are very important too. Your skeletal system is in there too. Of course, it's everywhere else in your body. We're going to start off with some exercises that involve that core area. Then we're going to get into the breathing exercises and then a few other little goodies at the end that I think you're going to find yourself a comfortable chair. Preferably not a couch or a soft chair, but a harder chair. And sit up straight. Your feet are shoulder width apart. Think about your posture. It means a little bit of a pelvic tilt forward. That will raise up your core. Yep. Your shoulders are down and relaxed for most of this, but we might be using our arms, and we'll see if we can keep them down and relaxed. Your head is in neutral here. Somebody's pulling the top of your head up, so you're sitting up a little taller than usual maybe. Your chin is sitting on that ledge. Your chin is back a little bit. Now I don't want this to be too awkward. Just sort of relax the best you can, and then put your one hand on top of your shoulder, holding onto your trapezius muscle, and give it a little squeeze there. And then look into the squeeze very slowly with your head turning. Count to maybe 3, 2, 1, and then slowly come back to center, and then the other way. Look away from the squeeze. Look away, look away. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Back to center. We're going to look up, look up, look up. 3, 2, 1, and we're going to look down, look down, look down, chin on the chest. 3, 2, 1. Good. Back to neutral. Switch sides, grab a hold of your trapezius muscle, your shoulder here by your neck. Give it a little squeeze, get some blood into that area, and then slowly turn your head into the squeeze. And hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Slowly back to neutral, look away from the squeeze, all slowly done here. 3, 2, 1. Slowly back to center in neutral here, look up. Hold it up there for 3, 2, 1. Keep squeezing your shoulder as you go down with your chin to your chest. 3, 2, 1. Back to center. That's called the owl. You can either move like we did this morning to warm up that neck area, the top of your core, or you can hold those positions for a stretch at the end. But right now we're going to let our arms hang by our sides, and we're going to push our shoulders back a little bit, turn our palms out, take our thumbs and point them back. Okay, so your arms are down and relaxed. You're sitting in the best posture possible, and then you're going to bring your shoulders up to your ears and do a shrug. 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to lower our arms and change our palms so that we're pushing our palms into the floor. 3, 2, 1. Good. You can just relax the hands. All right, now we're going to push your shoulders back and point your fingers back and take your shoulders way back, way back. 3, 2, 1. Notice where my arms went. And now we're going in the opposite direction. So we'll make a fist. And we'll bring our arms and our shoulders forward and around our back. 3, 2, 1. And then come back. Good work. That was this, I call it the shoulder shrug routine. Now we're just going to relax here again, sitting in neutral, right? And then we're going to, because we have a little bit of a space between our knees here, we're going to hinge forward. See how far down we can go, but don't move your bum off the chair and keep your feet flat on the floor, including your heels. And that's as far as I can go this morning, maybe a little bit more. 3, 2, 1. And come back up slowly. That's pretty good, right? Let's try that one more time just because it's so much fun. So we're going to lean forward. Now, the breath thing, remember? Of course, you're breathing. And you're just doing a shallow breathing here, because we're not moving very fast. Let's try it one more time. Just maybe blow out on the way down. And come up slowly. Good work, good work, good work. We're warming up our core. Remember, we've got the anterior or the front of your core, and we've got the posterior or the back chain of muscles. There's lots of muscles in here. And by the way, you have costal muscles. And these costal muscles are in between your ribs. And they have a big job in there, working with the ribs and the lungs and bending and stretching and turning. And in fact, we're going to turn right now. So I'm just going to bring my arms and I'm going to put them like this, like I don't want to listen to you kind of attitude. And then I'm going to turn my body to, it'll be your right and my left. Turn it. Keep everything else pointing straight ahead. Your head turns, your shoulders turn, and you twist. 3, 2, 1. That's as far as I can go this morning. Slowly come back. And if I want to, I could breathe in now, and then as I twist, I could blow out. A little bit of shallow breathing going on there, blowing out through my lips. And then coming back. Right. That shallow breathing has a name. I think it's called costal. We have the intercostal muscles. Let's try that one more time. Let's blow out as we twist. Work the intercostal muscles in the core and come back slowly. Breath, blow out through our mouth. You can close your lips a little bit and purse the air out as you twist. And come back to center. Good, good, good. And now you can relax. Put your hands on your legs there, your quads. Sit up tall. Now, when I want to get up out of the chair, and you might think, what's this got to do with my core? Well, it has a lot to do with your core, because to get out of this chair and stand up, you need air. You need oxygen. So you're going to be breathing in more oxygen than normal. And when you do that, you'll be feeding your core, and you'll be feeding your quads and your hamstrings so that you can stand up, because these are big muscles. So I'm going to lean forward, push down with my feet, lean forward. My hands are still on my quads. Stand up straight. And then slowly find the chair, maybe look between my legs. There it is. And sit down again. Good. So we're coming up slowly and we're sitting down slowly. So we lean forward, push on our hands on our quads, come up, and then look between our legs. Where's the chair? Hold our hands on our quads and lower our hips. Put our glute muscles on the chair. And we're going to do it one more time. So maybe I'll take a deep breath. Well, maybe not a deep breath, but a breath anyway. And I'm going to blow out on the way up. Breathe in on the way down. When you get there, blow out. You know, that's 3 times, but that's just because we know how to breathe now a little bit. Let's just do that one more time. So we'll breathe in and blow out as we get up. And then after about a 3 count, we breathe in on the way down. Good work, good work. Okay, so those are just a few exercises to help you warm up before you actually get into the breathing part of our little workout. We have 3 exercises for breathing today, and they're not very complicated. I wanted to keep them simple so that you aren't afraid to practice them. I want you to practice them as often as you like, okay? And you can be sitting on a chair when you're doing them. Here's exercise number 1. You're going to breathe in through your nose, keeping my mouth shut, and blow out through your mouth. And when you blow out through your mouth, maybe you could practice keeping the lips close together and just pursing the air out. And now we're going to breathe in through our nose for maybe a 3 count. And then blow out. Okay, I'm going to try to take a deeper kind of a breath, a quiet breath here. By that I mean I want to pull in more air. So I'm pulling in the air and blowing out. So I'm smelling the flower and I'm blowing through the straw. But maybe a little longer, a little bit more. Here I go. Again. Flower, straw. One more time. I just want you to practice breathing in through your nose and blowing out through your mouth. And breathing in with nice long breaths in and blowing out with nice long breaths out. Here I go one more time. Exercise number 2 for breathing is the diaphragm breathing, the diaphragmatic breath. So in order for you to get those lungs that are behind the ribs filled with air, so you can transfer the air to all your muscles, so you can exercise your move, for you to do that, you need to get the organs that are from your ribs down here, your stomach and everything involved, your intestines and your pancreas and your gallbladder, and oh my God, there's so much going on down there, and your kidneys and your liver, and oh my, you just need them out of the way. So this diaphragm muscle, which sits underneath your ribs here, when you take a breath in, a big deep breath in, will push everything out of the way. Okay? It'll expand that diaphragm. And you can get lots of oxygen, lots of air in those lungs. If you're one of those people that's stressed, or you just haven't figured out how that diaphragm works, and you're doing a lot of that shallow breathing up here, your muscles won't get enough oxygen. So it's that simple. So we need to take a deep breath in through our nose, and we need that shallow breathing thing working really well too, but we need a deep breath in through our nose so all the air is filtered by those hairs in there. And when you do that, this area here of your abdomen, a lot of people refer to it as just your stomach, but your intestines, everything is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger if you're doing it right. So I'm going to take it, you can watch, maybe I'll turn sideways. I don't know if I'm not good at this, but this abdomen should get bigger when I breathe in. Here I go. Did it? I'm going to blow out. As I blow out, this contracts or relaxes. You know, it gets down, it moves smaller, and I can pull my belly button in to help it do that. And then I breathe in through the nose. This goes out. Am I pregnant? It should look that way. I'm going to blow out. Suck it in. Okay, so I'll sit this way, facing you. You face me. Here I go. Breathe in through the nose, as long as I can get it in there, you know. And then this will expand and then blow out. Again. I think I'm going to put my hands on my belly here and I'll feel whether or not it gets bigger. Here I go. That's it. Let's try it again. So when you're exercising, doing all those shoulders and hips and knees and squats and twists and turns and the marches and the kicks and the golden eight and all that kind of stuff, you should be using the diaphragm. That type of breathing, not the shallow stuff up here, but in the lower part here of your core. Okay, so one more time. Good. That you can practice standing up, lying down, or sitting down like we are today. I call exercise number 3 the harmonica. Yes, the harmonica, or the mouth organ. Some people call this a mouth organ. It's a little musical instrument. It has little squares going from one end to the other, and 2 rows of them, 1 row and then 1 on top. You could probably buy this at a toy store, or maybe even a dollar store. Or maybe if you look closely in thrift stores, you could buy one. But wherever you get it, disinfect it and don't share it with anybody else. But therapists say that playing the harmonica will exercise the muscles needed to pull oxygen into your lungs and to push carbon dioxide out of your lungs. It will also strengthen your ab muscles for a better cough, which you might need to clear your lungs, especially if you have something like COPD. And it's very simple to do. Let's just blow it with the blow into the harmonica. Blow air in. It sounds like a low note. And then if we, suck out. So blowing in is blowing out the carbon dioxide, and sucking in is sucking in the oxygen. So you can do it with long notes like this, or short notes like this, or something in between. Or you can blow out with a long note, or a short note, or something in between. And the fun part of this is not only will it measure the breath, how long you can breathe in and blow out, but it'll be fun too because it seems to be getting higher. Higher. So it goes from low and from high. But you gotta have good breath, right? Otherwise you won't be able to play this. So practice the harmonica and get all the benefits from the blowing in and the blowing out. Hi, I'm down here on the floor. I'd like to finish this video about breathing with the diaphragm one last time. And the diaphragm, which sits under your ribs, it's a very large muscle. It's very important to your core. It works in conjunction with your breathing, your respiratory system, and with your digestive system, and with your heart. So it's very important. And you know what it does, but sometimes, because your stomach's in there too, and they're all connected, sometimes you'll have problems with food. You're constipated, or you have diarrhea, or maybe the stress of your diaphragm sitting up really high underneath your ribs because you haven't been practicing that diaphragmatical breathing technique. some reason will cause the little valve in your esophagus to open, and the acid will come back up, and you'll get all kinds of nasty things happening to you if you have acid reflux. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to massage your abdomen, your core area down here, your lower core area, so that you won't have any of those problems, and it'll keep the diaphragm working better. So I'm going to be lying on the floor like this, okay? The food, when it's ready to leave your body because you don't need it anymore, there's no nutrients left in it, will come up this side, the right side, underneath your ribs, right where your diaphragm is, and down the left side, and across underneath your belly button and out. So I want you to practice massaging maybe an hour or so after you eat, or if you've got a stomach ache or a problem with your valve up here, the reflux is acting up, that's the time you want to massage to get the diaphragm moving down and moving up freely. So you're going in always a clockwise direction. You're going to massage your abdomen up this way, across there, down this side, and out. And then again up, across, push down, underneath the belly button, and out. And you might want to put some coconut cream or something that feels nice on your hands. Don't wear any shirts like this, and massage yourself. And that will help, guarantee it. So good luck with all the exercises. Keep breathing.